What is going on, everybody? Rams and Eagles, Sunday. It's the early game. If you haven't checked out any of my other videos, go ahead and do that. If you aren't subscribed already, please do. Putting out content for the NFL all playoffs long. So I'm going to give you two plays here that I really like. I'm doing some other bets off to the side, and if you want to see those, go ahead and check the link in the description below. But we're going to be picking two, like I just said. First play here, it is going to be Matt Stafford. And you're probably thinking, why are you doing Matt Stafford? Look at his last five. Doesn't look very good, but looks can be deceiving. Minnesota, they didn't really do that well. Sam Darnold choked it up. Arizona, they're not very good. The Jets, don't get me started. 49ers had an off year, but when they played competition like Buffalo, look at that. He put up 320. That's what you want to see. Out of all these teams, this is a playoff team. He puts up 320 versus Buffalo. Love that. There's also some other data I wanted to talk to you about. If we're looking at rushing yards, this is why I think Matt Stafford's going to throw a lot, because Philadelphia is going to shut down the run. They're in a top 10 run defense. They're giving up 101 yards at home. So they're going to have to throw the ball. And Matt Stafford, he's a vet. He has the experience. Conditions aren't going to be ideal. It could snow after all, but Matt Stafford simply has too many weapons. He's got Higbee, Kupp, Puka. They're all solid. So I got this at 218.5. It's at 219. I would still take 219. And for another reason, Matt Stafford in the playoffs, these are his stats in his career in the playoffs. He averages a pass rating of 103, 2,600 yards, 17 career touchdowns in the playoffs, but it's going to be a road game. So how does that fare? Almost 100 on the passer rating, almost 2,000 yards, and 11 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. That's pretty good. And last year, when they played the Detroit Lions, put up 367. He's not going to put up 367. It's an outdoor game, and Philadelphia's a lot better this year, much improved. But still, it's exciting, and there's a lot of data here to support Matt Stafford fitting that script of having to throw the ball a lot. Whether it snows, whether it doesn't, he's going to have to throw the ball if they want to win. And I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. I'm actually taking Matt Stafford and the Rams to win the game. But you're like, hey, Matt, Philadelphia is good overall. They have a solid pass defense, but they've allowed other quarterbacks to hit their yards, their passing props throughout the year. Jordan Love did it. Kirk Cousins did it. We just saw Jaden Daniels throw 5 touchdowns against him. Lamar Jackson. And Matt Stafford actually did it earlier this year. He put up 243. It was a blowout. It was a loss. But 243, that's what we want to see. And that's good. It's hard to beat the same team twice. So give me a veteran, motivated Matt Stafford to hit his prop of over 219.5. Like I said before, I'm going to give you another one, and I am going to be looking at, if I can find it, rush attempts. And we're going over here to Saquon Barkley at over 21.5. If we look at his last 5, he's averaging almost a quarter of a century, almost 25. With the conditions, not ideal. Jalen Hurts not throwing the ball with confidence, I don't think he's back to being 100%. I'm not convinced that he's figured out the passing game. We saw with A.J. Brown reading books on the sideline. Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith were his number 1 options. I'm still not convinced. So I think they're going to rely heavily on the run game. Give me Saquon Barkley on the over here. And the last time they played, Saquon had a freaking field day. He had 26 carries, 255 yards. He was almost averaging a first down. And that's something that you really want to see. That's really encouraging, especially he's trending in the right direction. All that positive motivation. He had a great game last week, ran over 100 yards. I think he's going to do it again. I think his over-under is 111 yards, but I like the attempts better. The Rams defense is impressive. It has been impressive lately, but they're allowing carries and yards to good running backs throughout the year. So if we look at the starting running backs versus the Rams this year, we look at Alvin Kamara, 23 carries, 112 yards. We see James Conner, 25 for 126. We just talked about Saquon, like almost 100 yards here with Alexander Madison. What? And we continue. I only have so much limited access because I don't pay for StatMuse, but there are a couple other running backs who get a lot of carries and have gotten some good success here against the Rams defense. And those are the two picks, everyone. They're not the sexiest picks, but the data supports it. I was combing through it all, and these two really stood out to me. So Matt Stafford over on the pass yards, and Saquon Barkley over on the rush attempts. Thanks for watching.